In game theories, there are two theories. The first is zero-sum game, the so-called chicken game. And the other one is non-zero-sum game. We call it prisoner's dilemma. Now, let me go into the zero-sum game. What is zero-sum game? Zero-sum means a player A's plus player B's minus equals 0. In other words, the sum of the payoffs of the two players is 0. When the two players play poker, A's profit, for example, A makes profits like $10. It's the same as the player B's loss, because B lost $10, then A's plus 10 and B's minus 10 equals 0. That's the zero-sum game is all about. Obviously, the zero-sum game is called the chicken game. Chicken in English means coward too. Coward. So chicken out means you are coward, so you give up so early. Chicken out. So coward game. Let me give an example of a chicken game. In a gang's world, particularly in the city of Chicago in 1960s and 1970s. In player A's zone, usually gangs have its own territory. When the player A's zone collides with that of player B, because the A family strengthens its force and enlarges its area, that obviously collides with the territory of player B. And they play a chicken game on the street or on the bridge. A, in a car without any brake. B, in a car without any brake. And A keeps driving the car, and B swerves at the final moment. A gets a total victory. And when they play these games, there's A subordinates and B subordinates are watching the game. So if this case happens, A observes all the properties of B, including B's territory and the subordinates. So A takes all the zones of B's territory and takes the subordinates, his men. In other case, both the players choose keep driving, and they collide, it turned out to be dead. Then what happens? The ranking 2 men playing another chicken game. And the other 2 men turn out to be dead, and ranking 3, 4, 5. The game goes on and on until they find the winner. Or, in some other case, both the players swerve at the last moment. Both players swerve at the last moment, and they make a truce. They stop fighting from there. Then a peace between the two arrives, and no one does not have to die or get humiliated. So there could be 3 cases or 4 cases. First, A goes straight. Let me explain the next slide then. There could be 4 cases or 4 choices for player A. He keeps going, and B swerves, and he gets a total victory, and B saves his life, but it was a total humiliation for him. He lost his job and his men and his territory. And the other case, and the other way around, it's a total victory of B. And in this case, they both of them keep going straight, and both of them get killed. Fourth choice is both of them swerves at the last moment, and they have a truce, and they don't have to die, or they don't have to get humiliated. So this model explains well the conflicts between the two superpowers with a nuclear capability during the Cold War period. Particularly in the Cuban Missile Crisis in the early 1960s, the US had an almost nuclear war with the former Soviet Union over the Cuban problems. But at that time, the US kept pushing too hard, but Khrushchev of the Soviet Union swerved at the last moment. So they avoided the annihilation of the human beings with a nuclear war. So it was a total humiliation of Khrushchev, and he was forced to drop out by coup d'etat, and also the ideological conflicts between the Soviet Union and China started. And China started to say that now China is the main center of the world socialism. Now, and I explained the four cases or four choices for player A, and what could be the A's preference. Obviously, for A, number one is the best choice, isn't it? He keeps going, and B gives up at the last moment. He takes the B's territory and B's men. And what is the worst case for him? Worst case for him is either 3 or 4. Dead, dying, or getting humiliated. Or this one, 2 and 3. 2 or 3. So in the gang's world, probably getting humiliated is the worst case. In that case, number 2 is the worst case. Or if you're dead, that's the end of your world. So probably case 3 could be the worst case. So number 1 is the best choice. Second best choice could be number 4. Because number 2 and 3 are the last and the third choice for A. So second choice could be number 4. So best choice is number 1, second choice is number 4. The next question is, what could be a rational choice? One, 4, 2, 3, or 1, 4, 3, 2? What do you think? What do you think? Let me answer to this question in the later slides, after I explain another game, which is the prisoner's dilemma game. If you look at this diagram, player A here, player B, both of them swerve, they don't get anything. Both of them go straight, they all die. minus 5 and 5. If A goes straight, B swerves. 1 minus 1, this equals 0, right? And the other way, the other case, minus 0 for A, plus 1, minus 1 for A, plus 1 for B. So what could be a rational choice? This one or this one? If you pursue this case, you may get involved in this situation.